Hello and welcome back to Starfield 2026. This is a New Game Plus playthrough, so spoilers will abound. You've been warned. We have infiltrated the Crimson Fleet, and we are about to go down to the surface of Suvorov to see if we can't make our way into the lock, which is the prison down there. And I don't know my way through this place very well. Surely, hold on. There we go. We've got Barrett with us. This should be a lot of fun. There we go. I knew there was a quick way out of here.
As long as you put the fleet first, we won't have any problems.
So this is the key.
Down he was gonna talk there. I would have
Are you looking to
maybe
start
not stepped
something?
through.
Because I'll finish it.
Hi. Please disregard. I attempted an informal greeting, but I am dissatisfied with the results.
Okay. Now, there's actually some evidence on the key that I could go collect, but I'm gonna wait on that.
Back in the lap of luxury right here.
Yes, it is, isn't it? There's the station, there's the docking port.
Setting down, everything in the green.
Okay.
About time you got here.
I told you you were wasting your time, Del.
Yeah? We will see. And Mathis, I am running things around here, so keep your mouth shut. You got that?
Fine.
All right. Listen up, because I am only going to go through this once. We are here to dig up any info about Grix's legacy. We are not here to scrap for loot. Whatever you pick up, don't think, don't get creative, bring it straight to me.
Yeah, right.
It's so simple, even a rook like you can't screw it up.
Hold on, no scrapping. How the hell am I supposed to make money around here?
All right, that's enough. If either of you want to fly with the Crimson Fleet, then you need to follow one simple rule. When you're on a job, you do exactly what I say. No questions asked. If that doesn't work for you, just say so, and I will leave you on this ice ball without a ship. You will be dead within hours.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's one more thing. Your little friend can tag along until we get to the outer doors of the prison, but I will be damned if I'm letting them inside.
You go on now. I know how to handle myself on iceball planets. Trust me.
We have a lot of ground to cover between the landing area and the lock, so let's get moving.
Hey, stranger. Let's chat sometime, okay?
What's he got to say?
Hey, so I'm really enjoying our time together. Thought you should know. It's been a long time since I worked with someone so closely. I didn't realize how much I missed it. And you haven't stopped me from looking into this stuff with Irvin either. So, thank you. See, that's what makes you a good captain in my book. You're supportive. On that note, I do have some news about Irvin's case. So, I wanted to let you know that I heard back from my contact, and I think you'll want to hear this. They sent me a copy of some public records. It's interesting. There was a claim filed against Irvin accusing him of damaging their investments. Looks like Irvin didn't even enter a plea. The Hephaestus Mining Corporation, and they also won the case. Well, if it was Irvin, I do want to understand that, because I just can't believe it. Anyway, this mining corporation, Hephaestus, sued Irvin, claiming he irreparably damaged their mine. They said he killed the apex predators in the area around the mine, which led to herd creatures overeating the grasses. That caused the soils to release too many gases too fast, which cost Hephaestus a ton of money. They claim the creature he killed was a critical hive species that caused a cascade effect when they were killed off. Irvin killed the equivalent of a queen bee, and the whole hive collapsed, basically. It looks like they considered him a no-show and ruled against him. So anyway, according to the court documents, there was a witness for the defense, who was a no-show too. Then Hephaestus won by default. They tried to take his apartment, but because it's in my name too, they couldn't. They withdrew their testimony the morning of the trial. Said they had a sincere change of heart. That doesn't mean we can't do anything about it. And if nothing else, I just want to know more about what happened to Irvin. So here's what I was thinking. I can persuade my contact to keep digging a little bit more. I don't want to press our luck, so I'll just ask them to follow up on one thing. Should I tell them to investigate the company more, or look into the witness instead?
Why not both?
I don't generally like owing favors, but in this case, it might be worth it. You know, this investigation is time-consuming, but it's also pretty cathartic. And who knows? Maybe if we solve this case, it'll mean a better future for Gagarin. But that's thinking too far ahead. Anyway, Captain, thanks for checking in with me.
Okay, need to catch up with Delgado. And I left void form on button 2, so
Here we are. The place where Jasper Griggs laid the groundwork for finding the Legacy and eventually the Crimson Fleet. The Lock.
Yeah, he needs to get this thing open, like, right now. It's freezing out here.
Then crank up your suit heat, Mathis, because it's probably not going to get much better once we are inside. All right, let's keep moving. Standing out here isn't doing us any good. This ID card cost a small fortune. Let's hope it pays off.
I think I am going to put Personal Atmosphere back on button 2 again. Oh, I've got a couple quantum essence. I can upgrade a power. Phase time is my most interesting power, really. Yeah, let's do this. Didn't realize I had 2 quantum essence.
We are in. Let's go.
Okay, and I am just gonna... There we go. I'm gonna go look around here while these guys make their way. Nothing interesting. Kind of makes sense because we don't get to come back here much. I'm not going to aggressively rifle through all the lockers and everything, but I do want to get set up here where we can smack some stuff around. I probably have to talk to him before things happen.
Where they registered the prisoners before transferring them to a cell block. Could you imagine being stuck under a ton of ice like this for the rest of your life?
Yeah, sure. Must have been awful. Better them than us, though, am I right?
Wait, shut up a second. Did you hear that? You hear that? Must be a nest. I bet these things are crawling all over the place.
Yeah, and their buddies probably heard us firing from about a kilometer away. Hallelujah. Hey, how about that? Guess you're not so stupid after all.
Well, look at that. One firefight and the two of you become best buddies. Now let's see. Looks like we are inside some sort of prisoner transfer area, but everything is locked down tight. Since you are such good friends, why don't you and Mathis head up to that control room and see if you can get some more of these doors open?
I'm not sure whether we're supposed to like Mathis or not. I think he's a real character. But he is not the kind of person I want to be depending on for anything. We'll get into Mathis a little more. However, if I like him, and I say I like him, he ends up sticking with the fleet and we get to kill him. And if I don't, he leaves the fleet and he chases me down later, and then we have to kill him then. So it doesn't really matter. let's just get through this one.
Can you hear me? Del! Shit. There's no way we're getting through here. Well, this is just great. The hell are we supposed to do now? Whew. Yeah, you're right. Now that I think about it, this gives me an idea. A way we could turn this situation to our advantage. We use this opportunity to take out Delgado, and at the same time, make some serious credits for ourselves.
I am going to encourage this nutcase.
I had a feeling you'd be on board. Okay, here's my plan. Let's pretend for a second Delgado's correct, and there's information here about Crix's legacy. Once we get rid of him, we'll dig up the garbage ourselves and sell whatever we find to Neva. We'll be rolling in credits.
He's exactly the kind of person I want in the Crimson Fleet.
Are you crazy? I'm no rat for Delgado. I'm busting the ass to become one of the Crimson Fleet captains, just like you. And in case you missed it, that icefall trapped both of us in here. Unless we find a way out, no one's reporting anything to anyone. Ever again.
Okay, I'm on board.
Playing it safe, huh? I can respect that. But you better have me back when I make me move. Now, let's find a way out of here.
I'll be right behind you, Mathis.
I guess that's one way through.
Yeah, we're just... I'm not going to loot a whole lot of stuff in here, but I do need to make sure that we pick up the evidence. I believe one of the pieces of evidence I need is part of the quest, and the other one is just kind of loose.
Is this thing even on? Use the intercom up there if you can.
Use the intercom.
Is anyone up there? Come on, so the two of you made it, huh? Don't worry, it all goes downhill from here. Now listen up. We have obviously been cut off, so I need you to do two things. First, I want you to keep looking for a way to open the rest of the doors down here. Otherwise, I'm not going anywhere. And second, try and dig up whatever you can about Jasper Crix. You both got that? Yeah? You'd better. And tell Mathis not to get any bright ideas, or I will gut him myself.
Okay. Open doors. Class 5, transfer today, Jasper Crix. Immediately transferred to D block on arrival. Okay. Doors are open.
Lockdown mode has been rescinded.
Can't believe this is where the fleet started. It's history, man. Blows me mind.
Okay, onward. Okay. Let's get power back to D block. Oops, did it do it? Auxiliary power active.
Looks like there's a guard tower overlooking the cell block.
Yep.
We should check it out.
No kidding. Gonna Check out this advanced Orion while I'm here too. Block section 1 cell release switch, which is not working. Kind of work our way down. Step 1, loot the dudes. Step 2, look around.
So have you thought about what I've said? Well, maybe we won't have to. You saw it back there. Those things, whatever they were, they've probably ripped him to shreds by now. Did the job for us. And if they haven't, we can still handle the job. We just have to get our hands a little dirty. Wouldn't be the first time, am I right? You've got a point. All right, I'll follow your lead for now. So, now that we've made it to the guard tower, what's our next move, genius? Keep doing what we've been doing. Right. Glad I asked. I suppose we should start off by searching the tower for the location of Crix's cell. If he stashed any useful information, it might still be hidden somewhere inside.
No kidding, genius. Okay. We have a unlock. So we saw the section 1 switch, which was locked. We've now unlocked all 3 of them. Security has come across items in cell D02106. So there's a cache in D's. Here's what I'm looking for. So D block 1. D block 3. There we go. Jasper Crix, D3. So there's a cell in D2 and a cell in D3 that I need to get into. Anything else is just cache.
03118. Okay. It's a place to start, I guess.
Release switch. And hey, here it is. Ooh, pry open the base.
Today, I bumped into someone in the mess hall yapping about a ship carrying a fortune in credits. I know it's usually bullshit, but he seemed to have details. After striking up a conversation, I found out the ship was a Galbank transport named Legacy that went down in some remote system during the war. This is exactly the score I'd been waiting to find. I need to contact
Okay, well, we've got a couple of leads there. Kind of working my way around, getting familiar with place. Killing things that need killing. Where's this go? It looks like a kitchen area. Yeah, you keep shooting there. You got this. Security, huh? D-block section 2. Please switch. So there's a cache of stuff in section 2. Ha! Novice level lock, so outside, both inside. So you're there. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't bother with those. So locate the cache in cell D2.
You won't last long!
Aha. Weapon case. Ammunition, will do. Couple of spare cutters.
Here I thought we were going to be doing something fun, like rob a bank or something.
Oh, this is so much better than robbing a bank. Carter's locker.
Okay, Carter.
Carter's gate. This is evidence.
Latest code to the utility room is 486111071. The mining crew tells me it'll take them a week to cut through the ice, so I'm giving you that long to square your end of the plan. When the tunnel reaches the armory, I'll get my people to start a riot. When you hear the fireworks go off, get your ass to the shuttle bay. We get one shot at this. If we play our cards right, this gets us one step closer to that fortune that went down with the legacy. You report any of this to the guards, well, you know what'll happen.
Okay. One last cred stick was kind of hard to get targeted there. Okay, onward to the escape tunnel. better follow the arrows. This place is a 3D maze. Here, workroom. Okay. I think I'm going to go ahead and use one of my 2 remaining auto slots. I'm not sure when it grants you auto slots. I'm not exactly my sharpest this evening, so I'm just going to have to fiddle along with it. Two, three, four, five, six. You can go there. Ah, there we go.
I've got you!
Berserker modified advanced Bridger, 307 damage. Oh. That sounds like it might be an upgrade.
While we're picking through the trash, we might as well grab some good stuff for ourselves.
Of course. Okay, door control. Open door. Gets us back into the storeroom, and there's the tunnel. Proceed to shuttle bay.
Was this an armory? Looks like they cleared this place out.
There's that one case over there in the corner that's
Give me a sec.
beanery, but Mathis gets a decent weapon out of it.
All right, let's keep moving.
I don't know why I keep picking up the mines. I only sell them and they're not worth all that much. I don't know what that thing is.
paying us enough to be poking through.
Control room. Put a stop to the prisoner birthday celebration.
It's been a couple months since my arrival at the lock, and the place is continuing to go downhill. We've been dealing with heating malfunctions, communications issues with the key, faulty electronics, and unpredictable surface conditions. How this place manages to function at all is anyone's guess. No one's bearing the brunt of this more than the inmates. Normally, I wouldn't give a damn about them, but this is downright inhumane.
When I lost this place.
I'm starting to get nervous that we're going to have a riot on our hands if conditions don't improve.
Do you think they maybe had a riot because conditions didn't improve? That's why you have two of these mag weapons. Because you can run out of ammo real quick. Well, run out of ammo in the gun. Reloading doesn't take all that long, but if you're being continuously attacked, it's troubling. Warden's office.
Looks like this was the warden's office.
They built the office right next to the shuttle bay for quick escapes, I bet. Smart.
Warden's
Warden
log.
Tom Gillespie. Authorization 12210. This is likely to be my final log recording. The riots that started in D block have spilled into A, B, and C blocks. I've ordered everyone to fall back to the shuttle bay for evacuation. It was prisoner D03118, Jasper Cricks, who led the revolt. His crew tunneled into the armory undetected, and then all hell broke loose. When the lock is recovered, I urge the UC authorities to perform a full investigation. As Cricks undoubtedly had help from the guards and the staff. I'm now heading to my personal escape shuttle and we'll try to jump out of the system. Wish me luck. Warden Gillespie, out.
I hope you found something because I am getting sick and tired of this place.
I'm gonna gas Mathis up so he'll be part of the fleet.
I knew it! Everyone said I was out of my mind. But something told me we'd find the answers down here. Looks like I picked the right people for the job.
Yep, that's right. It was a team effort all the way. We had each other's backs the whole time, Del.
Is that Mathis? Tell him to shut up so I can think.
Yeah, sorry, Del. You go right ahead.
Okay. Now all we have to do is find a way off of this planet. Let me see. Here we go. I'm looking at schematics for the lock, and I don't think there's a way to get you back to the surface from there. But I can open the outer doors to the shuttle bay and let you fly one of the shuttles down there directly up to the key. Good answer. You're learning fast. Okay, let me see. One of these probably opens the door. Shuttle bay.
Here we go.
Might take a while, though. Those bay doors have not been opened in almost a century. You have done a hell of a job, Rook. We will talk when you get back to the key.
Hey, look, well, I wanted to thank you for not being a jerk and hounding all the glory on this run. Cool. Look, about all that killing Delgado stuff, why don't we just forget about everything that I said? You know, like it never happened. Yeah, of course, don't worry, I'm good for it. Now, let's get the heck out of here.
But first... Master lock. Okay, before I start spending my last 2 auto slots... So if they've got a 2, that'll go in there. There we go. Next one. So you need to go in there on the second ring. Need to reserve this one for the second ring. So these 2 are second ring. Yeah. And now the innermost ring. No problem. Anything good in his quarters? Well, let's see. We've got a space helmet. We've got a mannequin with junky spacesuit, but we can always sell it for a few credits. Use those credits to buy ammunition. Use the ammunition to kill bad guys. Kill the bad guys to get their loot. And the circle of life continues. Okay, let's get on that shuttle and head home. How do I get the feeling there's going to be more happening here? Ooh, Big Mama. FaceTime. Gotcha. Ceiling's opening and the shuttle is available. That must be the docker. I don't know if I will get a chance to loot this guy later. I don't know if I'm keeping it or what. Okay, Mathis, that's where you're staying. Got it? Oh, it did. Actually, put me to sleep there just from clicking on through by mistake. And Barrett made his way down to the shuttle. Yeah, that's the thing is, any crew you have that's assigned automatically teleport to your ship. Now, this ship is smaller, so I probably don't have a whole lot of crew here. So I'm gonna have to mess with my crew assignments once I get back into the main ship. So Sarah has teleported aboard with something.
Apogee kick complete. Orbit steady.
Okay, dock at the key, and we need to make sure we switch ships. There should be a ship tech out there. Well, we know that we talked to Jasmine for the ship stuff. Need to switch ships back. And I looted the ship on the way in, so I didn't need to worry about it. Okay, so step one.
How is that Ely?
Ship services.
Oh, looks like we got ourselves a new rook.
Hey, Jazz.
Once again, I'm Jazz, resident engineer here. Like Neva said, you need ship parts, repairs? I'll hook you up. As long as your credits are good. It may not be wider, but it's not on the books if that's what you're getting at. I can guarantee your ship will be in good hands. So if you're looking for an upgrade, let me know. We got the best selection in the settled systems. Illegal, unregistered, recalled. We sell it all. No questions asked. Anything that keeps the UC and Freestar Rangers off your tail is a must-have in my book. Just let me know when you want to talk business. I don't mind helping, but it'll cost you. Oh, yeah, nothing like changing it up to make a ship feel new again.
Well, first of all, what can you do on the frontier? So, let's see. We got a whole bunch of parts that we unlocked by adding things. I think I might as well take a look here. We could step this up to 2030s. Oh, we're already at 2030s. Okay. Equipment-wise, microreactor adds. This is some good stuff. Do I have mount points for it? It's like a scan jammer would be great to have, although I don't actually run contraband when I can get scanned. You can't get the scan to 100% as far as I know. But let's see, scan jammer. We've got these antennas that mean you can see farther when you're in cruise mode. More ship parts, repairs. This is really cool. and +1 reactor. I think we're not going to actually change anything. Now on the Razor Leaf, we do want to make it our home ship. Now in this case, I do want to put in some stuff. As befits a ship in the fleet. So there's our scan jammer. Scrap unit. Whoops. Where did you go? I think you attached. Okay, we're back to here. So, multi-frequency scan jammer. Scrap unit. Repair system overdrive. And a stealth drive, which I think we already have one of. Don't really need it. Oh, I could add a reactor point just for fun. And we actually have more mount points. We could put things on the bottom. There we go. Now, turn it around to there. I don't actually run contraband because I can't. I'm not confident that I can get the percentage chance of running the contraband through high enough. Got the cockpit we want. They do have some nice ones here. I'd almost be willing to shift to a docker that sticks out forward. And no, it would just look wrong. Now, engines, we're currently running the 3030s because they are higher speed. Anything else I would be reducing my speed, so nope. I'll mess around with the antennas and such some other time. Gear, we got good gear. We are currently using an R4000. Now, this is still a Class A ship. I could go to a Class C ship if I wanted. First of all, let's look at reactors. I'm currently using a 28 power reactor. This right here, Theta Pinch D9, would get us up to 37 power. All I have to do is sneak the fuel out of the way. There it is. Now let's take a look at grav drives. We currently have a grav drive which is 27 thrust for 9 power. This is 50 thrust. Notice what's happening to our mobility, though. There's a trick to clipping. I'm still learning. Oh, if you're trying to do a flip, it needs to be a thing that can be flipped. This can't be flipped. Move you away. Okay, it's not a window, but it is going to be an opening, so we'll be able to look straight back. Okay, I don't like the fact that I can't see anything down here. Let's change the color of the ship so we can continue doing stuff. These parts back on so they'll get painted. Okay, so we take away one engine. Our errors are unattached modules and too few landing gears. Oh, haha. You don't clip onto there, do you? Let's see. I grab you, flip you. Put you down there. That works. Still have something I want to put there. Oh, I can't put an equipment plate up there. It really is just weapons or piece of equipment. One of those two. Okay. I do not need a microreactor, but I've got a Class C reactor on board. There we go. What's my remaining? Too few landing gear. So we need to add some landing gear because the reactors were really heavy. So I can grab an AccuLander. Slot it in here somewhere. Like that. Okay, we lost a little mobility. There we go. I need to work on the outer shaping of it, structural pieces on the outside to make it look good. Not today, though. Put the color back to our nice space black. Ship is using too much power for engines. Reduce engine count. Oh. Oh. Okay, so... There we go. Our mobility is only going to be 98. But that's close enough to 100 that I'm happy. The fact that we still have our top speed of 180 is the important bit. So we just went to a Class C ship, which means we can do all sorts of things with bigger and better weapons if we wanted. I think I'm not going to do that right now. That's going to be for future build. We'll see what this gets us. But I did need to set that to my home ship. We still have the Datura, which we haven't done anything with, and the Star Eagle, which we haven't done anything with, and the prison shuttle, which we may or may not have registered. There we go. Now, ship, crew. Barrett became unassigned. He is going to be assigned to the Razors. Yeah. You're assigned to the Razor Leaf. Heller and Lynn are on the outpost. Wara is back in Sidonia. Okay. Oh, geez, these guys teleported back. Yeah, they teleported back because I didn't have room for them on the ship. I will have to actually go pick them up again. Man.
As long as you put the fleet first, we won't have any problems.
Yeah, forcing me into that shuttle and releasing crew, not nice.
Every captain here's earned their stripes. Bleeding for the fleet.
Okay. So, we may be at the end of this quest.
There you are.
See?
The hell took you so long?
I had to get my ship
It's
back,
about
dude.
time. I was about to fly down and loot your bodies.
Not now, neighbor. Well, you said you found something. Hand it over. That's it? Just one slate? After losing so much of our crew, it better be a map with a big red X on it. Well, I'll be damned. Legacy wasn't referring to Crix's fortune. It's the name of an actual ship. A Galbank transport probably loaded with credits.
Never heard any stories about a Gal Bank ship going down. And even if it had happened, it would have been picked clean years ago.
No, neighbor. Think. If Galbank covered it up, and over time, the location was eventually forgotten, it wouldn't be on anyone's radar. Okay, this changes things. Now that we know what we are looking for, we have to narrow the search. Well, that is not necessarily true. Let us start with what we know. It was a Galbank ship, which means the company is going to have records of where it went down. Neva, weren't you working on a deal with Rokov? Something about a big-wig charity event on one of Trident's Starliners?
Are you serious? I've been working on that gig for 3 months. That's my score.
Ay, Dios mío. Will you shut up about your score and think for a second? That Starliner has a Galbank VIP suite aboard, which means... Come on, Neva. This isn't hard.
Which means a Gal Bank exec will be aboard. We grab their credentials and get ourselves into the Gal Bank archives in New Atlantis. Holy shit, that might actually work. I'll send a message to Rokov right away.
Pack your bags, Rook. You're going on vacation. And since you've earned it, take this gun with you. Might come in handy when Rokov screws everything up as usual.
Kill Hauler. Legendary pistol. 259 physical damage. Not bad.
Good. Because that is exactly what you are going to be doing. Neighbor and I are too well known to walk around the Starliner without being recognized. If Trident Security spotted us, it'd be over. I need you to board that ship, make contact with Rokov, and get me those credentials. You'd better. Oh, before you leave, I wanted you to know that I took what you said about Mathis into consideration, and I've decided to let him join the fleet. We'll see. That's it then. Next stop for you is Rokov Starliner, the Siren of the Stars. And remember, Rokov does not need to know anything about Griggs' legacy. For now, it's just between us. Now get out of here.
Hey, Rook, before you head out, I need to have a word with you. Meet me at the last Nova after you wrap things up with Mathis.
Okay. So we're not done yet. Need to head back down to where Mathis is. Need to open more doors here.
We may not have official security on the key, but we're always looking out for traitors. I've got bounties in every system. Idiots will never catch me.
If you need credit... Hey, I wanted to thank you one last time for not ratting me out to Delgado. And telling him how much I pitched in. That was pretty damn cool. If he would have found out what I was planning, well, I don't even want to think about what could have happened. Oh yeah, sure. Anything you need, you just ask. And I'll be there to back you up.
Can't wait. Bye now, Mathis. I hope we're never in such dire straits that we need to depend on that guy.
But we won't be.
Stay safe.
You just, you know, take care of yourself out there.
Okay, still in echoes of the past. Holy smoke, this...
I wonder if I ordered a wine, if I'd make it out of here alive.
Really? Hold on. Yeah.
The fleet's the only family you need.
I figured I'd have it turned in before we got to this
All
point.
right, look. I've been lining up a score with that asshole Rokov on the Siren of the Stars for months. I'm not about to let a payday slip through my fingers. So guess what? You're gonna finish the job for me.
My friend's got a point, Bog.
I'm about to tell you, so shut up and listen. Rokov's been tipping me off about some kind of bullshit charity event that the Siren of the Stars is hosting. At the event, they're gonna give away something called the Earth Savior Award, which is worth tens of thousands of credits. So it's simple. While you're on the Siren, swiping those Gal Bank credentials, I want you to grab that award and bring it to me.
To blow your heads off and...
From the pictures I've seen, the award is set with 12 blue diamonds and covered in gold filigree. If I get Jazz to take it apart, I can turn it into a hell of a lot of cash. And best of all, the components become untraceable. And I'd prefer to have the money that award's worth in my account. So you're just gonna have to deal with it. Look, you can make all the jokes and excuses you want. But if you don't come back with the ES award, I'm gonna deduct it from your pay. Either way, I get my money. How much you walk away with is in your own hands. Got it?
Don't worry, I took notes. Sorry. I meant that seriously. I did.
Then it's settled. Good. All right, Rook, we're done here. Now, get your ass to the Siren and bring me my goods. Good luck.
Food around here is what you'd expect. Cheap.
I thought this was going to be a quick turn-in, but now we're going back to the vigilance. Oh, right. Because we have some evidence to drop off.
Take me to the nicest places.
And they've arranged this quest so that you do one of these swoops around, you pick up some evidence, and then it leads you back to the vigilance where you can do the quest turn-in for both of the quests. And no doubt we'd want to check in anyway. We're going and dealing with the Siren of the Stars.
Hello. I am sad.
Actually, I think I can just do this.
Ship is now docked. Perfect.
Okay, let's go talk to the commander and his sidekick. Sidekick first. I want to turn in the
Captain, greetings.
turn in the evidence, and then we'll close out the quest. Report in, get instructions, make sure it's okay for us to do this whole Siren of the Stars thing.
Across the galaxy. Heard you boarded the key. Can't imagine what state the pirates.
What can I do for you?
I have evidence.
Nice work. Let me take a look.
It's amazing that all this romantic nonsense about Crix's legacy really just amounts to a rumor Jasper Crix picked up in jail. It just goes to show you how a tiny rumor can snowball into a full-blown fairy tale. Have any more? I'll be damned. So some of the UC guards at the lock helped touch off the riots. Everyone thought he was some kind of legendary criminal mastermind, but even the great Jasper Crix needed a helping hand to get out of prison. Any other fragments?
Nope, that's it for now.
All right. Keep up the good work.
We'll be here if you need us.
You're back. So how did it go? Then things are moving forward. Perfect.
Nice job, Rook.
I was certain we'd fool Delgado, but never. She's a sharp one. Overcoming her scrutiny is no small matter. Did you discover anything worth reporting yet? Legacy. Why does that sound familiar? Wait a moment. Are you telling me Delgado may have actually located Crix's legacy?
Oh yeah, it's totally Crix's legacy. It's at the end of a giant rainbow stretching through space. And you have to get it from 3 witches.
I understand your sarcasm, but you can't deny that this data involves both Crix and legacy. In my mind, it bears further investigation.
I suppose it's possible, sir. Intelligence picked up a bit of chatter on that subject recently.
We assumed it was some sort of tall tale or a story to attract recruits to their cause. Well, let's find out if Delgado's chasing ghosts, or he's smarter than we suspect. Let me see what we have here. Nope. There are no records of a Gal Bank transport named the Legacy in the database. I think Delgado's trying to manipulate you. What do you think, sir?
I think there's no record because Gal Bank is hiding something. Delgado's no fool. If he risked his own neck to get that information, then he must be on to something. We have to take this seriously. What's your next move? Clever, Delgado. Very clever. If I were in your place, I'd be trying to do the exact same thing. We can't let Delgado get his hands on what could potentially turn out to be the largest haul of credits the Crimson Fleet's ever seen.
Maybe I should head out to New Atlantis, sir. I could press the Galbank execs for information. Get ahead of everything.
No. Let's allow this to run its course. We have our agent here feeding us information. I think that's good enough for now. There's more to this than just finding the location of the transport. Jasper Cricks was clever. For some reason, he never got there. It's imperative that you do. If the Crimson Fleet gets its hands on a transport full of currency, it would be disastrous for the settled systems. I need you to do whatever you can to bring us more information. And for God's sake, don't kill anyone on that Starliner. We're both dismissed.
And Echoes of the Past is over. And I'll go to Breaking in the Bank.
I've had operations on the key art clown show. I'm looking forward to reading your report.
Now, there are prisoners aboard.
Operations does good work. If any fleet are setting up...
They should have arrested Adler Kemp by now. Break this way.
Sir, if I may speak freely, is there a reason for the harsh reprimand? As far as I know, I just tracked a little mud into it.
Soldier, have you ever heard of trenchfoot?
Can't say that I have, sir.
Well, they say guards on Suvorov would sometimes trudge through cold, frost-wet trenches on their daily patrols. Prolonged wetness led to circulation and nerve damage, aka trenchfoot.
Officer Petrosian likes books. Sometimes I feel like he'd prefer a library to the brig.
Who's this guy?
I guess
Austin
you
Rake.
think I have some sad story to tell? That I met some sick orphans on New Homestead and grew a conscience? Or maybe you're the cynical type, and you think I turned a new leaf because I wanted SysDev to go easy on me.
Nope.
The truth is a bit more complicated than that. Sure, I got time. You see, at my age, you know who you are. And I've always been a thief. I'd swipe a cred stick for my own mother if it had enough zeros on it. But even in a group of cred-hungry thieves, a man has to have a code. Rules. And they're as paper-thin as Delgado's skin when you joke about his arm. Even Nev is a traitor to her own ambition, and Shinya to himself. But it means nothing if the higher-ups are loyal, if you can't keep the rugs from sampling your wares. That's the part that ticked me off. In the fleet, you gotta worry about the guy sleeping next to you, and if he's gonna take a bigger piece of the pie. You gotta wake up the next morning and wonder why your slice is missing and the crumbs are stuck to his face. Well, for one, they don't have much in the way of loot, but they're still important to somebody. You can't just blow up one without it showing up on SSNN, or a UC captain getting a 10-inch stack of slates on his desk. But more importantly, do-gooders are predictable. The pirate code changes depending on who's reciting it. Honest folks, they have a habit of writing their rules down. Why did I join the Regana? Truth is, I just wanted a good night's sleep. And put a bigger target on my back? As far as I'm concerned, the brig is the safest place I can be. The second you drag me into some private room, you're basically telling everyone here that I'm a rat.
Okay, so there's Austin. Ooh, and what do we have here?
Oh, I'm so glad you're here. I swear, this is all just a big misunderstanding. Me? Commit a crime? Oh, you have it all wrong. Do you have any idea how tough it is to earn your way in Sidonia? Either you spend all day in the mines getting your lungs filled with Martian dust, or wear your fingers to the bone working on machinery. All I was trying to do was earn a living. Display a little bit of entrepreneurial spirit. If trying to make a living is considered breaking the law, then lock me up and throw away the key. That's all you're going to say to me? Okay, fine. I'll tell you this, though. The UC can't hold me forever. And when I get out, first thing I'm going to do is hunt you down. That drunken miner? No. Whatever you said to him must have sunk in because I haven't seen him since you left Sidonia. He's lucky. If he would have stumbled into this spear begging for credits again, I would have... well, use your imagination. Right at the broken spear in front of everyone. Any reputation I may have had there is long gone thanks to that little stunt. On top of that, they caught me right in the middle of a... deal I was closing with some long haulers. I guess I can kiss that money goodbye. Are you serious? You actually expect me to be grateful? I don't know Sistef's endgame, but I'd wager that you've bitten off far more than you can chew. No matter what you throw at the fleet, Delgado will find a way out.
Yeah.
Interrogation complete? Good. Maybe I can get some rest.
Yeah, I think that's a good pattern, is for me to check back here as well and talk to any new prisoners. Should be nobody else.
Excuse me.
The other evidence we've got doesn't really implicate anybody particular, aside from background materials. Okay, so I think we're ready to call it here. I need to go round up the rest of my crew, and I think I have some loot I need to sell. Yeah, I've got some loot I need to sell. And when we come back, I will start in with the Siren of the Stars. I will see you then.